Well. Still on justice for Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, the field of justice for Mohbad is on fire right now. And some update dropped that is mind-blowing. In fact, it is disturbing. This kind and type does not come out without, a little bit of tremor. It comes with a little bit of hurricane, tremor, earthquake, and all that you can ever think of. Yabo Joe is back in the picture, and she did this celebrity kind of wedding. One was done in Lagos, Nigeria. The other one is done in Tanzania, and it is what it is. People have asked questions. There are people who are rejoicing with Yabo Joe, while some people cannot. They just cannot rejoice with Yabo Joe. They believe that Yabo Joe, she is an express image of wickedness. Now, when Mohbad passed away, people observed certain things, and that's the thing about profiling. If you are not in a climb or in a space where you have been raised to follow the rule of law, you have been raised to watch over each other, you have been raised to do the needful as it should be done, you might not really pay attention to some things because you've not been raised in that society. The society that you grew in matters a lot. It shapes how you think. It shapes what you see. Unless or else you'll be moving around the world, eyes wide shut. Your eyes are open, but it's shut within. Your mind cannot process because you don't even have a bank of experience or information to process what you're seeing or what you're hearing. So some people observe certain things that she did, such as she was kneeling down for Mohbad's mother. Like, it doesn't make sense. You don't kneel. After all, it's not as if Mohbad's mother is like a grandma to her. So it wasn't as if she was greeting Mohbad's mom. She acted like she was begging on behalf of, like there is this thing that she's privy to. And then the story of how Yabo Joe mentored Transformer. I'm talking of Cynthia. How she mentored her ever since she has been in Naramali's house. All of this is kind of troubling to some people. That's how they dug deep. And what you're about to hear, like I said, is mind-blowing. 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 What was she protecting? What was she standing up for? She was the one that went alongside Tonto DK to the coffin shop, swinging her waist. And also, she has always been like a spokesperson for Cynthia Omonwumo Adebanjo. What else? What else? What is this thing? What is it? People have asked Iyabo Joe, yeah, you might be a content creator in a certain way, but what else do you do? What are you doing behind the scene? What are you all about? I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of Yabo Joe's daughter wedding and some of that because that's not what we want to talk about here. Today, on this particular video, is not for gossip. It's about justice for Mohbad and how the dots are connecting together. It is important that you listen to this expose and see for yourself. It seems light is finally shining at the end of the tunnel. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, returning subscribers. Those that have been here, say a very big thank you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, dollar sign in the middle of it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pocket. Let's get right into it.
Because tí èèyàn bá ti kú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹni tó sọ ọmọ nù àbí tó sọ èèyàn ẹnu ó máa jókòó sórí chair. Ìwọ tó lọ bá dárò wá jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bóyá kó gbọ́ lé léjìká kó máa pàtẹ lẹ́yìn báyìí ni pé kó ní sùúrù pé Ọlọ́run ṣe tó dáa, Ọlọ́run ṣe tó ṣe kínní gbogbo ẹ̀ máa dáa, Ọlọ́run máa wà wọn tó kù èyí tó kù àgbà yín kalẹ̀ bí ẹni tó bá lọ ń console tó bá sọyàn nù bó ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn. But in Iyabo Joe's case, Iyabo Joe was seen kneeling down to beg Iya Mohbad. Why was she begging Iya Mohbad? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi ń bẹ Iya Mohbad? Ṣé kò ń ṣọmọ Yorùbá ni? Ṣé kò ń ṣe àṣà Yorùbá ni wípé kí tíyàn bá sọmọ nù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kéèyàn wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kó jókòó tí kó máa sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ dúdùn kó jókòó sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kó máa pàrọwà nǹkan tó pé ó máa fi jẹ́ kí tó máa fi mú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kúrò lára ẹ̀. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ń kúnlẹ̀ ó ń bẹ ìyá Mohbad. Ṣé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ló pa Mohbad ni? Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ṣé ó wà lára àwọn tó pa Mohbad ni? Because ìdí tó dẹ̀ fi ń bẹ ìyá Mohbad ni wípé ó ń bẹ wípé kó jẹ́ kí everything die down. Tí everything tó bá die down, owó Mohbad tó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ owó iṣẹ́ Mohbad tó lọ ṣe ní UK wọn ò ní lè mú ẹnu lọ síbẹ̀ mọ́. Gbogbo àṣírí tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tó bò sí ọwọ́ Wunmi kò ní fẹ́ tú because Wunmi á believe pé bóyá Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ló dúró tó Ìyábọ̀ Òjó so mọ̀ sínú mọ̀ síkùn ó ní Ìyábọ̀ Òjó fẹ́ fi ṣe pẹ̀lú Wunmi. Òun ló ṣe ń kúnlẹ̀ tó ṣe ń bẹ ìyá Mohbad wípé Wunmi ti pa Mohbad, ẹ má bínú, ẹ fọwọ́ wọ́nú, ẹ má bínú. Kí ló dé tó fi ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀? So tí ọmọ Success tó bá sọ wípé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad kó jáyọ pa, èmi tún sọ officially bíbá mo ń sọ wípé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ní ọwọ́ síkú Mohbad. Mo ń sọ ní omi kò ń ṣe pé ó mọ àwọn tó pa nìkan. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó ní ọwọ́ sí ikú Mohbad. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó máa ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ní Ìyábọ̀ Òjó máa ṣe. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó wàá ṣẹ̀wọ̀n, wàá ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n, wàá ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ní ọwọ́ síkú Mohbad. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó lọ́wọ́ síkú Mohbad. Kò dẹ̀ wá ń ṣẹjú ẹ̀ torí wípé àwọn government wọ́n look away. Àwọn government wọ́n look away. Ó lọ bá bàbá Mohbad pé kó keep quiet, pé kó má sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá Mohbad ní láyé òun máa sọ̀rọ̀. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ okórìíra bàbá Mohbad up to today nìyẹn. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tó jẹ́ kó da àwọn ewúrẹ́, àwọn ajá, àwọn aláyé bàjẹ́ síta lélẹ̀ up to today wípé kó máa bú bàbá Mohbad. Torí pé ó lọ kúnlẹ̀, ó lọ bẹ ìyá Mohbad pé kó dákẹ́. Ìyá Mohbad náà bó ṣe mi orí ń jọ yẹn náà ni bó ṣe mi orí rẹ̀ òun ti gbọ́. Bó ṣe mi orí lélẹ̀ tó ń gbórí lọ sókè tó ń gbórí lọ sódò bíi Tagama lizard tó lóun ti gbọ́ pé kó má wọ́rì wípé òun máa dákẹ́. Dídákẹ́ yẹn ló sì dákẹ́ up to today tí ìyá Mohbad ò sọ̀rọ̀. Ìyá Mohbad ò máa sọ̀rọ̀. Ìyá Mohbad ò máa sọ pé wọ́n pa ń lọ́mọ. Ìyá Mohbad máa tún bá wọn tí wọ́n tó ń wádìí òdodo ó máa tún bá wọn jà mani. Àwọn tó ń wádìí òdodo ìyá Mohbad máa kick against them mani. Torí wípé wọ́n ti sọ fún ìyá Mohbad wípé kó shut up, pé kó keep quiet. Tonto Dike ó lọ ṣe update pé ṣe bóun ti ní kí bàbá Mohbad dákẹ́. Kí ni bàbá Mohbad tún rojọ́ fún? Ẹjọ́ wo ni bàbá Mohbad ń rò? Pé kí ló dé tí bàbá Mohbad ò lè dákẹ́? Kí ló dé tó fi lọ káàkiri? Kí ló sọnù lọ́wọ́ Joseph Alọ́ba tó ń wá kiri? Ìyẹn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn, ìyẹn láyé bàjẹ́ tó pe rẹ̀ ní king Tótó òun àti kínní. So tí ọmọ Success tó bá sọ wípé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó mọ nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad ṣó wá ó jayò pa, èmi wá ń sọ nísìnyí pé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ní ọwọ́ síkú Mohbad, ó lọ́wọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ sínú ikú Mohbad. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó mò ń wá kíní ẹ kí wọ́n ti pè lẹ́tà ẹ bring it on, gbé lẹ́tà ẹ wá. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó ní ọwọ́ síkú Mohbad. Wọ́n ní wọ́n wá DNA ọmọ ìwọ ní pé kán lọ ṣe ní 3 countries, kán lọ ṣe ní 4 countries. Wọ́n ṣe méjì nígbà, wọ́n ṣe ẹyọ kan ní kinní, wọ́n ṣe kan nígbà, wọ́n ṣe kan ní kinní kan. Bàbá Mohbad ló máa fund ẹ̀ torí pé ó ti rí pé bàbá Mohbad wípé kò ní owó kankan lọ́wọ́. Ó ní bàbá Mohbad ó fi intimidate máa yẹn, ó fi make sure wípé ó fẹ́ fi ayé súnmọ́ yẹn nígbà yẹn, ó fẹ́ fi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó fẹ́ fi choke máa yẹn síta. Máa yẹn á lè sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́, tó bá ti jẹ́ pé kó lọ ṣe ní 3 different countries ni wàá lọ ṣe ní France wàá lọ ṣe ní Togo wàá ṣe ní gbá wàá ṣe ní kinní kan wàá ṣe. Ó bìlíìfì pé tóun bá ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bàbá Mohbad kò ní ṣe gbá akàn soft pedal akàn jọ̀wọ́ lẹ́yìn akàn jọ̀wọ́ lẹ́yìn. But here you are. Bàbá Mohbad ò jọ̀wọ́ lẹ̀ o. Àwa tá a wà lẹ́yìn bàbá Mohbad a ní a máa ṣe. Because nǹkan tí Yabo Joe tó wá nígbà ni pé àníṣe kí ẹni tí má jáde síta. Kí ẹni evidence kankan kó má jáde síta. Yabo Joe dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé tí wọ́n bá ṣe DNA yẹn wípé olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ bàbá Liam àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú. Yabo Joe ṣé ikú Mohbad ṣó ni wọ́n fi settle tax tán ní kò san ni? Ṣé ikú Mohbad òun ló fi settle tax tán ní kò san? Ṣé ikú Mohbad ni? Ṣé ikú Mohbad ni? Wọ́n ti ní kó protect Wunmi, wọ́n ti ní kó dá gbogbo ẹ̀rú, wọ́n ti ní kó ṣe different manipulations, wọ́n ti ní kó ṣe gbá pé kó ṣàwo, ó dẹ̀ ti promise wọn wípé 10/10 you will carry out what they ask you, you will do it, you will carry out the assignment, and which you are doing right now. So ṣé tí wọ́n bá sọ pé Yabo Joe gangan ló mọ̀ nípa ikú Mohbad ṣé wọ́n jayò pa? Tí wọ́n bá sọ wípé Yabo Joe ló ní kí Wunmi lọ pa Mohbad torí pé owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo ṣé wọ́n jayò pa ni? Yabo Joe owó Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo ìgbà wo ló fẹ́ san? Ìgbà wo ni Polo fẹ́ san? Torí pé thank you ẹ ṣé. Ìgbà wo ni Polo fẹ́ san? Nígbà tí Mohbad kú Iyabo ń bọ̀ ẹjẹ́ àti kí BJ ẹjẹ́ wá fọ́tò Iyabo ń bọ̀. Yabo Joe nígbà tí Mohbad kú Yabo Joe tí Mohbad kú ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé kò ń ṣe Liam ọmọ alọ́ba, ó mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe ọmọ alọ́ba ni Liam, ó mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe Mohbad òun ló bí alọ́ba sílé ayé, ó mọ̀ wípé ọmọ tó gbé pọ̀n ìyẹn Wunmi ó wà promiscuous, ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ tó gbé pọ̀n ó mọ̀ pé oyún ló gbé lọ sí ilé Mohbad, because according to bá ti ṣe gbọ́ Iyabo Joe a gbọ́ wípé ìwọ àti pé Wunmi ìwọ ni godmother Wunmi láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ látìgbà tí ó ti wà nílé Naira Marley. Ṣó mọ̀ pé ìwọ náà dó Naira Marley? Ṣó mọ̀ pé ó fẹ́ Naira Marley Iyabo Joe? Ṣó mọ̀ pé Naira Marley ṣó mọ̀ pé ó wá gbé rose fún ẹ nílé tí ó dẹ̀ kọ́ wípé ìwọ pé my dear ìwọ ni olólùfẹ́ òun? Ṣó mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣó mọ̀ pé ìwọ ni ó ní ìwọ ni olólùfẹ́ òun bó ti ṣe kọ́ síbẹ̀ nìyẹn ní English, bó ti ṣe kọ́ síbẹ̀ nìyẹn. Iyabo Joe tó tún sọ pé ṣé ìwọ ni ó kọ́ sí ni àbí Priscilla? That means wípé ó jọ ń dún ẹ̀yin méjèèjì papọ̀, so ìwọ gangan ti wà confused. Báwo ni màá ṣe máa béèrè tó bá ti bá mọ̀ pé boyfriend mi lẹ́ni yìí, màá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa béèrè pé ṣé èmi ló sẹ̀ǹdẹ̀ sí ni àbí ọmọ mi? Ṣé màá tọmọ mi ṣàjọ ń ṣe ìkan náà ni? No, but ó lè mi ṣe believe nǹkan tí woman yìí Dr. Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ nǹkan tó sọ mo believe ẹ̀ because tí kò bá ń ṣe wípé ìwà àti ọmọ ẹ Priscilla ẹjọ́ ń ṣe Naira Marley ni ọmọ ò ní dàpọ̀ nínú word, ọmọ ò ní dàpọ̀, ò ní béèrè irú question yẹn. Báwo ni irú question ṣe jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀ wípé ṣé ìwọ ni ó send ẹ̀ sí ni? Because bí ọmọ ẹ before Ada Ume, Nigerian actress said it many years ago before she died that Naira Marley slept with them. Honestly, no, tí wọn bá sọ fún yàn gan is a thing tẹ́ máa wò pé ṣé Naira Marley ń bá àwọn méjèèjì sùn ni nígbà tí ọmọ yẹn ìyẹn ọmọ ẹ ọkùnrin yẹn tó gbé fúláwà yẹn wá tó gbé fún lórí chair ó wá wò ó rí i pé ṣe mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́pẹ́ máa fún tẹ́pẹ́ lẹ́tà ìfẹ́ òun ni bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó kọ sínú rose yẹn ṣó ti yín ó wá wò pé ṣé òun ló fún ni pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé bóyá ó misgbé fúnra wọn pé ṣé òun ló ní kó gbé fún ni àbí Priscilla ẹ jọ irú question wo nìyẹn ẹ ti mọ̀ wípé Naira Marley ó jọ ń ṣe òun àtọmọ ẹni ibi tèmi ti believe Dr. Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ nìyẹn irú question wo nìyẹn tí kò bá jọra wọn ní ohun tó bá jọun òun la fi ń wé òun tí ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló dé tó fi ń bèrè irú question yẹn tẹ́ bá boyfriend ní gbé nǹkan fún yẹn dẹ̀ gbà yours faithfully pé o èwo ni foolish question tó wá ń bèrè wípé ṣé ìwọ ló gbé fún ni àbí ọmọ mi ṣé mi ló fún ni àbí ọmọ mi ló ní that means pé ọmọ ti dàpọ̀ nínú wọ́ọ̀dù nìyẹn that means wípé àwọn méjèèjì náà jọ ń jẹ iṣẹ́ Naira Marley nǹkan tó gbé wa débi tá a wà nìyẹn promiscuous way of life Iyabo Joe ó kún nǹkan tó gbé wa dé ibi báyìí nínú justice for Mohbad because ìbínú wípé Naira Marley ó jọ ń yọ àwọn méjèèjì ó jọ ń jẹ àwọn méjèèjì ìbínú yẹn dẹ̀ mọ́ oríṣiríṣi tọ́jọ́ ń ṣe láàrin ara wọn tẹ́ pé kò hàn sí everybody sexy me thank you for sharing tí ó hàn sí everybody ìbínú yẹn ó ní wèrè yìí tó fi wá lálákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó wá fi dà nǹkan rú tó ní Sam Larry Naira Marley ni Sam Larry Naira Marley ni pé òun ló ń nà káàkiri àwa táwọn ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ anything public ò mọ nǹkan kan gbà tí Mohbad kú àmọ́ bóyá kínní immediately Wunmi dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní post ibi tí Sam Larry ti ń nà Mohbad àwa èmi tẹ̀rẹ̀ pé bóyá as a result of Sam Larry beating Mohbad wípé bóyá ọwọ́ Sam Larry òun ni Mohbad kú sí Iyabo Joe ló gbé wa débẹ̀ o Iyabo Joe ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ o Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi àwọn méjèèjì ni wọ́n gbé wa débi tá a dé lẹ́yìn because ìgbà tí Mohbad kú ní Wunmi tó sáré lọ ṣe bí 8 updates nípa Sam Larry Naira Marley kan wá take trophy ó ní Iyabo Joe bẹ́ síta tó ń sọ fún wa wípé Naira Marley Sam Larry ni tí gbogbo èèyàn rè pé bóyá ọwọ́ wọn yẹn òun ni Mohbad kú sí torí arí búlì yẹn arí bọ́n ṣe nà bọ̀bọ́ yẹn láì mọ̀ wípé Wunmi gangan ló pa nǹkan ẹ̀ sínú ilé Wunmi ló pa Mohbad sínú ilé pẹ̀lú ìrànwọ́ Iyabo Joe Iyabo Joe ìwọ ló pa Mohbad ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad Iyabo Joe who are you working for Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi náà dáwọ́ jọ pa Mohbad Iyabo Joe ta ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ta ló rán yín níṣẹ́ Iyabo Joe apààyàn ní ẹ̀yọ́ ìmọ̀dra Iyabo Joe apààyàn ní ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad Iyabo Joe ìwọ àti Wunmi ayé yín ti bàjẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa ń fún ní urgent 10k urgent 2k yẹn bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa ń fún ní urgent 2k yẹn tó wá ń jáde pé evidence dà evidence kill you there evidence kill you there torí wípé Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi ni wọ́n ń dáwọ́ jọ pa Mohbad because number one Iyabo Joe kò fẹ́ kí owó Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo kò ń ṣe owó kékeré owó yẹn ò kì í ṣe owó kékeré owó Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo tí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní UK owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo ni Polo ò fẹ́ san fún Mohbad kí náà ti pé go fraud me go paternity fraud me tí Iyabo Joe Sam Clef àti Tonto tí wọ́n open nígbà tí Mohbad kú immediately tí Mohbad kú immediately go fraud me yẹn òun ni Iyabo Joe tó sáré sí tí Iyabo Joe ti ń sáré sí royalty Mohbad. Ibi tí owó bá ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ síbẹ̀ lẹ ti máa rí Iyabo Joe. Iyabo Joe òun ló lọ sáré go paternity fraud me tí wọ́n lọ ṣí. Kan tó ṣí go fraud me báyìí owó Wunmi náà wá ń lo opportunity yẹn láti máa rọ owó Mohbad sínú ẹ̀. Because èèyàn mélòó gan ló dáwó síbẹ̀ ibi tá ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Fine, àwọn èèyàn ń dáwó síbẹ̀, a mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn ń dáwó síbẹ̀, but èèyàn mélòó náà ló wá dáwó síbẹ̀ tó wá ń sọ pé owó tí wọ́n rí nínú go paternity fraud me yẹn wípé it is more than 200 million. Àwọn mélòó náà ló dáwó sí? Ṣé àwọn tí wọ́n like Mohbad lójú ayé náà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń like ọmọ Mohbad? Ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọmọ Mohbad ni? Ṣé ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí gbogbo àwọn people iná mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe ọmọ yẹn ń ṣe Mohbad ló bí? But because they just wanted to use that go paternity fraud me, wọ́n fẹ́ fi gba owó Mohbad sínú ẹ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ fi launder owó Mohbad. Tìtorí ẹ̀ òun ni Iyabo Joe ṣe sáré tó ṣe lọ ṣí go paternity fraud me yẹn. Rema donated. Okay, mélòó náà ni? Àwọn bọ̀bọ̀ àwọn comedian tó ń parapọ̀, àwọn comedian, àwọn Igbo comedian yẹn, àwọn Igbo comedians, àwọn bọ̀bọ̀ Igbo bí nìyẹn comedians yẹn, wọ́n parapọ̀ nígbà èlò náà ni wọ́n fún. They gave her 1 million naira. Èlò náà ni wọ́n fún. Èló ni gbogbo wọn fẹ́ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó máa wá sọ pé àwọn rí over 200 million naira. Owó Mohbad ó ní Wunmi lọ́ndà sínú go paternity fraud nìyẹn. Owó Mohbad ni owó Mohbad. Wọ́n kàn fi GoFundMe yẹn wọ́n kàn fi gba owó Mohbad jáde ni. It was a lot of money, but my question is àwọn mélòó náà ni wọ́n rọ owó síbẹ̀ tó wá fi wọ 200 million. Even that Pastor Jeremiah, thank you so much Dodo boy, ẹ ṣé gan. Pastor Jeremiah gave 10 million naira check kò sanwó sínú go paternity fraud me. Yeah. Yes, they later regretted it. Yes. Kò pẹ́ tí wọ́n san owó yẹn, they regretted it because the news came, as in the rumor came after those boys, after they donated that 1 million naira, the rumor came that boy ipe kò ń ṣe ọmọ Mohbad. Then they discovered that Wunmi was inside the house with Mohbad. Pé Wunmi ló pa Mohbad. Yes, the rumor came out there. Our boys yẹn they regretted it because àwọn àgbà wọn tí wọ́n ṣe video, they were making videos, they were making, they were saying, they might not say it directly, sure you understand, they might not come out to say it directly because community tó ń gbé, they live in Nigeria. They might not say it directly, but indirectly dem bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀, they regretted it wípé àwọn náà dá owó fún Mohbad fún Wunmi, but because Wunmi, so later they were like Wunmi pé ẹni tó fọ ṣẹ pé ó tún rántí fi account number lẹ̀ ọjọ́ tí Mohbad kú ọjọ́ yẹn ni Wunmi fi account number lẹ̀ kò ṣe nu GoFundMe náà dá owó yẹn sí Wunmi's personal account ó ní ó gbé sílẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ yẹn ni Wunmi gbé owó tó fi account lẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ gba owó yẹn ó kálá ojú bó ti ṣe gba check lọ́wọ́ ọmọtúnfúnfẹ́yìn àbí báwọn ṣe ń pe máa yẹn bí Wunmi ṣe kálá gba 10 million naira check lọ́wọ́ ọmọtúnfúnfẹ́yìn ní ọjọ́ yẹn bó ṣe gba owó yẹn lọ́wọ́ àbọ̀bọ̀ yẹn nìyẹn those guys they later regretted it pé kí ló dé táwọn ṣe lọ fi fún Wunmi lówó blood of Jesus sacred lema pé kí ló dé pé because this girl was inside the house when Mohbad died pé she was there pé but and she never said anything like that pé she was with Mohbad Iyabo Joe ìwọ gangan ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad. Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi náà jọ pa Mohbad sínú ilé. Àwọn méjèèjì náà jọ pa Mohbad. Iyabo Joe orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Olórí burúkú ìkan apọ́n tó bọ tó dàbí àwọn tó dàbí kò jàfín kò jàyìnrín kò jàfín kò jàyìnrín ló wá ń sọ pé ọmọ success ó ṣó ní proof kill you there. Evidence choke say Iyabo Joe and Wunmi náà jọ pa Mohbad sínú ilé. Àṣírí yín ti tú. Iyabo Joe àṣírí tú àṣírí tú àṣírí ti tú o àṣírí tú. Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi náà jọ pa Mohbad. Àṣírí tú. Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi náà jọ pa Mohbad. Iyabo Joe àti Wunmi ni. Both of them killed Mohbad inside the house. Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad Iyabo Joe. Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad sínú ilé. Títorí owó Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo. Owó Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ Polo. Ó ní Iyabo Joe tó ṣe gbìmọ̀pọ̀ tó ń jọ ṣe pa Mohbad sínú ilé. Orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Mo rò pé ó ń ṣe èrè. Yes, hence the pampering and blocking of justice for that boy. Téèyàn bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ rò pé bóyá èèyàn mọ̀ nǹkan téèyàn ń ṣe. You think as if somebody does not even know what he or she is doing. Orí yín ti burú. Tìtorí pé kí n bá lè tú àṣírí yín òun ni mo ṣe kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Bóyá ká ní Nàìjíríà ni mo wà ni mo ṣe máa dákẹ́ náà nìyẹn tí màá máa ṣe bí ọ̀dẹ̀. Ẹ wá máa intimidate àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà, they must not talk. Ẹ ṣí eré ní. Orí yín ti burú ni. Iyabo Joe and Wunmi kpai Mohbad. Iyabo Joe and Wunmi, both of them kpai Mohbad. Iyabo, it was because Iyabo Joe's sugar daddy was owing Mohbad. Iyabo Joe's sugar daddy, known as Polo, was owing Mohbad. Owó iṣẹ́ tí Mohbad lọ ṣe ní London. Polo refused to pay that money to Mohbad, hence the killing of Mohbad. It was orchestrated by Polo and Kinotipe and Iyabo Joe. Orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Wèrè ń ṣe wèrè. Iyabo Joe àti Polo náà orchestrated. Àti àwọn ìkàtẹ́ Polo, Iyabo Joe, all of them, they are like this. All of them. Iyabo Joe, Ikate, àti Polo, they all orchestrated the kpine of Mohbad. They are interwoven. Gbogbo àwọn tí mò ń sọ yẹn. All of them, they work hand in hand. They are all interwoven. Ó lè ṣe rí Iyabo Joe tó ṣe ń block justice. Lè ṣe rí Iyabo Joe tó ṣe ń support Wunmi because àwọn méjèèjì jọ gbìmọ̀ pọ̀ pa Mohbad ni. Iyabo Joe ò ní ṣe oríire. Ẹ wá lọ sọ pé ọmọ success kí you there. Ọmọ success kí you there. Bring your evidence. Olórí burúkú. If Iyabo Joe does not have interest in blocking that justice for that boy, why will Iyabo Joe be frustrating Baba Mohbad by saying Baba Mohbad must do DNA in 4 countries: America, UK, Canada, Tanzania? Orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Orí ẹ̀ ó ti dàrú Iyabo Joe. Iyabo Joe, Polo, Ikate náà jọ orchestrate bí Mohbad ṣe kú. Àwọn náà jọ gbìmọ̀ pọ̀ pa Mohbad. They kpai Mohbad. Orí yín ti dàrú. Olórí burúkú kan sọ pé Iyabo Joe ó máa sú ọmọ success o. Una no dey tire. Una no dey tire with Sue. Una no dey tire. just because you don't want people to say the truth. Ẹ wá máa ṣorí burúkú, ẹ wá máa ayé yín ti ta, ayé yín ti làbàskẹ́ṣì, ayé yín ti burú. Yabo Joe, ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad sínú ilé. You told us, you said, you came back. Ó padà wá. The first time tí wàá kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀, you said, Sam Larry, Unraveling, Elegushi, ọmọ Elegushi. Bó ṣe pariwo òṣì níjà yẹn nìyẹn. Tó ló dé bọ́nẹ̀tì dúdú kan sórí. Ọmọ Elegushi, you know the time you don't know Sam Larry. Bó ṣe pariwo nìyẹn. Tó pariwo ìsọbọ́nì dé ìjọ yẹn olórí burúkú lòṣì Yabo Joe yẹn. Ó pariwo tó. Ó divert wa wípé Sam Larry àti Naira Marley náà pa Mohbad. Gbogbo wa a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá Sam Larry àti Naira Marley kiri. Àárí àwọn méjèèjì. Ìgbà tó máa jáde nínú ìyẹ̀wù wọn, wọ́n láwọn ò sí nílé. Wọ́n láwọn ò sí nílé páwọn ti travel, páwọn ò sí nílé. Lábá tún dojúkọ Yabo Joe. Yabo Joe, ṣe bó ní Sam Larry àti Naira Marley ló pa Mohbad. Ẹ ju fídíò síta. A dẹ̀ ti wo fídíò. In fact, ìgbà tó ń ju fídíò síta, a rò wípé ọwọ́ Sam Larry ni Mohbad dákẹ́ sí. A rò pé ọwọ́ Sam Larry ó ní Mohbad dákẹ́ sí. Wunmi ní gbogbo fídíò yóò ní sọ́wọ́ o nígbà tí Mohbad ò tí kú o. Kò jẹ́ ká pariwo síta o. Kò post fídíò ká pariwo bá olórin wo náà lọ́nà káàkiri bá tẹ̀ mọ́ Mohbad. Tá bá rí, a máa bèrè pa ọmọ ta ni wọ́n wá nà káàkiri. Wọ́n máa ní celebrity. Celebrity dẹ̀lélẹ̀ tó nà kiri bí ẹran ẹ̀ tó ń sọ di ẹran oríṣo yìí. Tá máa pariwo. Táìṣà máa gbé story wá jáde, tá máa gbé story jáde. Lágbájá ni òun ló kọrin báyìí tó tá everybody máa gbárùkù ti pé kó má kú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mọ́mí 80. Ọmọ yóò post fídíò yẹn. Nígbà tí tó wá lọ ṣe 8 post ni Wunmi wá ń ju àwọn fídíò tó ń ju síta. Ibo ni fídíò yẹn wà tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo fídíò yẹn ni Wunmi ní dání. Gbogbo fídíò yẹn because wọ́n jọ ń lo say my cloud ni bí anything bí Mohbad ṣe ń save nǹkan sínú fóònù ẹ̀ ló ń bọ́ sọ́wọ́ Wunmi. Ló ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ń bọ́ sọ́wọ́ Wunmi according to bọ́n ṣe sọ. Wunmi ò dẹ̀ pariwo síta. Ṣé irú Priscilla irú Juma Jukes ó ní wọ́n máa nà káàkiri bẹ́ẹ̀ tí Priscilla máa dákẹ́ tá fold ham ẹ̀ irọ́ kò ní ṣe kò ní fold ham sẹ̀ ó máa pariwo ní kò tẹ̀ nígbà ẹ rò pé Priscilla ẹ rò pé ó ju nọ́ṣọ́nọ́ṣọ́ tó wà yẹn lọ ni ẹ rò pé ó ju nọ́ṣọ́nọ́ṣọ́ tọ́mọ yẹn wà ní tó bá display fún yín ẹ rò pé ó ju bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ ni. Bò ṣẹ́rẹ́ mo ló ṣọ ọmọ onígò tó máa fọ́ tó máa pàgò káàkiri yẹn láyé she will never protect what she has. She will never protect what she has. Ó wá kú tán ó wá ń ju fídíò síta. Okay, ìgbà tí abọ́dẹ̀ lead wa astray kọ́ o táwa rí pé Sam Larry àti Naira Marley wọn máa sí sínú lékè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn sínú ilé àwọn olówó wà nulẹ̀ nígbà tó yá wọn bá ní kò kú sínú ilé kíní kan ẹ̀yin jèrè pé dààmú wa yẹn Ọlọ́run máa dààmú yín Ìyábọ̀ Ọlọ́run máa dààmú ẹ Wunmi Ọlọ́run máa dààmú ẹ gbogbo yín pátá tẹ́ mọ̀ sí pa bí Mohbad ṣe kú lọ́lọ́run ṣe máa ṣe dààmú yín nígbà tó yá o tá a fà lọ tá a fà bọ̀ tá ń pariwo pé láyé inú ilé ni Mohbad kú sísẹ̀ àní inú ilé ló kú sí olórí burúkú Yabo Joe jáde tá ń pariwo CCTV Yabo Joe tún jáde ó ní kò sí CCTV o kò sí o ní wọ́n bá tún ní CCTV wà ló bá tún ordinary palilẹ̀ ń wo pali lásán ni o kò sí DVR àbí ọkàn o kò sí nínú ẹ̀ o kòròfó ni o àbí wèrè lélẹ̀ ni gbà táwa dákẹ́ tá ń fa Yabo Joe ló bá túbọ̀ síta pa ló fò síta ó máa fò ní ló bẹ́ síta bí ẹyẹ àdán ló bá bẹ́ síta mò ń gbọ́ inú ilé ni Mohbad kú sí inú ilé ni Mohbad. Báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ pé inú ilé? Báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ pé inú ilé? Inú ilé ló kú sí o, inú ilé ló kú sí o. CCTV kámẹ́rà wà, ìta ló wà, kò sí sínú ilé, ìta ló wà. Ṣé kí CCTV tó wà níta ṣé kó wá tán 360 wọnú ilé ni kó wá lọ wọnú ilé kó lọ wọnú ilé tí Mohbad kú sí? Lady T, please leave here. I don't want distraction. Let me continue. Ṣé báwo ni Mohbad tí ò ní CCTV rárá tó jẹ́ pé empty kíní òun ló wà nínú ilé empty cans empty something ló wà nínú ilé. Báwo ni CCTV bó ṣe wá ṣe data? Ta ló wá lọ install CCTV síta? Iyabo Joe alára gbígbẹ ó ṣara gbígbẹ bíi ti koté ó ṣara gbígbẹ bí olóṣì. Iyabo Joe olóṣì ní olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ ní ẹ́. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní má ṣe pé fún èpè máa pa wọ́n, èpè ló máa pa wọ́n. Tó o bá lè dúró go. My platform is not Alakawa's platform. Okay? My platform is not Mekuno's platform. Àwọn tó ní ọpọlọ wọn tí ó tó yẹ pé ọpọlọ wọn 24/7 orí wọn ló ń gbé. Kò ń ṣe pé ó ń gbórí wọn nìkan o, wọ́n tún lò ó. Wọ́n make use of their brain. Àwọn ló máa wá bíbà. Ṣẹ́gbọ́, you don't dictate to me what to say on my platform. Okay? You don't. Papariano gbé gbogbo yín ṣépè lọ́sàn-án. See, you cannot correct him. You cannot say, you cannot type there. Oh, le type, go correct ẹ̀. You are now coming to comfy. Torí pé mo ti wà vulnerable o.
Yabo Joe, Ikate, àti Polo.
Ní sùúrù. Gbogbo wọn yẹn náà lọ́wọ́ sí ikú Mohbad. Gbogbo wọn yẹn ni wọ́n ní ọwọ́ sí ikú Mohbad. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ lọ́wọ́ sínú ikú Mohbad. Ọmọ yín máa kú. Ọmọ yín máa kú. Ọmọ yín máa kú. Ọmọ yín máa kú. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ́wọ́ síkú Mohbad o. Ọmọ yín máa kú. 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 Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ́wọ́ síkú ìmọ́lẹ̀ o. Ọmọ yín máa kú. Bó ṣe máa ṣe rí nìyẹn. Kò lè yí padà láyé. Àyàfi tí kì bá ṣe ẹ̀yin lẹ pa Mohbad. Àyàfi tí ẹ bá ní ọwọ́ tó bá pé Mohbad fi ọwọ́ rọrí tó fọwọ́ rọrí kú sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹnìkan ló kù. Àdàbí tẹ́pẹ́ Mohbad ó sùn ó kàn sùn Ọlọ́run wá gba ẹ̀mí lẹ́nu ẹ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run ní ìwọ ọmọ ẹ̀ ó ti tó yí ẹ̀ tí mo fún ẹ lélẹ̀ pé kò lò nílé ayé ó ti lò ó ti tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn máa bọ̀ sọ́dọ̀ olùgbàlà rẹ̀. Àdàbí tó bá yẹ pé ikú yẹn ló pa Mohbad bọ̀ tí ò bá ti kí ń ṣe ikú yẹn ọmọ gbogbo yín máa kú pátá. Àtiwọ́ tó kàn gbọ́ ni o tó sọ òótọ́ tó sọ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe jẹ́ tó kàn gbọ́ tó dẹ̀ sọ ọmọ ẹ máa kú. Wàá lùzọ ọmọ ẹ bó ṣe máa ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Àtiwọ́ tó ní pé DNA tá a wá lọ títí tán ní pé kán ṣe DNA tó wá ní rárá o DNA o ẹ má ṣe DNA o ìdí wo lẹ fi ní pé kán má ṣe DNA? Kí ló dé tẹ fi ń kick against DNA ṣíṣe? Kí ló dé tẹ fi ń kick against DNA ṣíṣe? Kí ló dé? Wọ́n máa ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Iyabo Joe mú petition letter petition yìí náà ni ṣé wọ́n tẹ̀ fi petition wọ́n fi ṣe yín ni ṣé wọ́n fi petition wọ́n fi petition ṣe yín ni petition o kan tó sọ petition o petition na water kò sí nǹkan tí Iyabo Ojo lè ṣe fún ọmọ success ìwọ aláyébàjẹ́ yẹn nothing tí Iyabo Ojo lè ṣe fún ọmọ success àdàbí tí Iyabo Ojo bá ti mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad nìkan ló kù Iyabo Ojo mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad Iyabo Ojo ó mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad Iyabo Ojo mọ̀ wípé Wunmi ló pa Mohbad ó dẹ̀ support ẹ̀ àwọn méjèèjì ni wọ́n jọ ní ọwọ́ sí ikú Mohbad níwọ̀n ìgbà tí Iyabo Ojo bá ti support Wunmi wípé bó ṣe pa yẹn náà ló dáa kò sí nǹkan tí baba ńlá kú baba Mohbad tó lè ṣe kò mọ̀yàn kò léyàn ní kíní kò ṣe politics kò mọ̀yàn lókè kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ wọ́n pa náà nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ máa ń sọ ẹni ẹ ti pa náà nìyẹn olórí burúkú Wunmi á tún máa ní apá ti pa ni ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ni Wunmi ọmọ owó ẹ̀yàn wọn máa pàdánù fún ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èmi kọ́ mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe náà ni wàá gbà ọmọ owó ọ̀tẹ̀ náà wọ́n máa pa ni sí ìsolóòmọ̀ yẹn pa yẹn ẹ tún máa sọ ẹni wọ́n pa náà nìyẹn wọ́n pa nìyẹn olórí burúkú àwọn tó tún kó dání tó títí tí wọ́n support ẹ wọ́n tún máa ní àkútúkù Mohbad lọ́nà ọ̀run Wunmi wọ́n máa pa ọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ wọ́n máa pa ọmọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ àkútúkù ọmọ tó gbé dání lọ́nà ọ̀run. ẹ pa ọmọ yẹn tán ẹ tún máa sọ pé àkútúkù ẹ lọ́nà ọ̀run ìyàwó ló bí yín náà ta ló bí yín tẹ́tí wọn máa sọ pé àkútúkù ẹ lọ́nà ọ̀run. Ẹ ní jèrè Iyabo Ojo ẹ ní jèrè ẹ ní ṣe oríire ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú yìí ẹ̀yin olòṣì ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pé tó bá jírí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ kàn padà lọ sùn padà ni ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú àrá ló máa sán pa yín àrá ló máa sán pa yín thunder with brimstone ló máa sán pa yín ẹ tí mọ̀ nǹkankan tẹ́ kóra yín sí tẹ́ bá mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ kóra yín sí ni Iyabo Ojo tó bá mọ̀ nǹkan tó kóra ẹ sí ni ò ní tètè tí ọmọ ẹ lọ sílé ọkọ ò ní tètè tí ọmọ ẹ mọ́ ọkùnrin lọ́rùn tó bá mọ̀ nǹkan tó kóra ẹ sí àìmá mọ̀ nǹkan tó kóra ẹ sí òun ló ń ṣe gàlégàlé tó ń ṣe gàlégàlé bí ìgbà tí ọba ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ raṣọ ọdún fọmọdé ẹ̀yin olóṣì Iyabo Ojo ìwọ àti Wunmi lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad ìwọ Wunmi àti Kate ẹjọ́ mọ̀ sí pípa Mohbad ni. ẹjọ́ mọ̀ sí ikú Mohbad ni.
Want to do something with me.
Yes now. Wá rush ọmọ ẹ o sá ìwọ ti sáré mọ kí ni wá sáré rush ọmọ ẹ kó lọ marry fún ẹ kó lọ marry kó ètè fún ẹ ní grandchild àbí so Mohbad ní olè òun náà ní olè ní grandchild Mohbad kò lè ní grandchild kò òun ò lè rí grandchild àbí bàbá Mohbad ò lè rí grandchild àbí.
Welcome back. Now, you know, this thing is getting kind of weird. It's getting serious. You heard what our guest said. Yabo Joe and Cynthia. Both of them, they've partnered together a long time. I mean, we all saw the gameplay between Gistlover, whoever it is behind it, we don't care. What we are concerned about is justice for Mohbad and how whatever anyone does impacts it positively or negatively. So Yabo Joe and Tonto Dike were the face of justice for Mohbad at the onset, and what we saw is quite disturbing. What we saw is not something that is nice at all. What we saw is terrible. What we saw is wickedness. What we saw is evil. So back then, Yabo Joe was kind of like trying to make it difficult, or not like she could directly, but I mean, our utterances were not helpful. Our utterances were like, she was kind of trying to play in between. Then all of a sudden she would say, and even if the DNA is going to be done, it has to be done through the proper channel. She did not say, the DNA will be done. I will speak to Cynthia to do the needful. I will advise her that this is the best thing for her to do now. Rather, she said, I asked Cynthia, don't you want to do DNA? Cynthia said, I want to do the DNA, but unfortunately, I don't have money to do the DNA. Is it the little money that I have to eat that I will use in getting DNA done? I am not going to do any DNA. I don't have money for that. But if Mohbad's father wants to pay for the DNA, he can as well. I was there to hide. The child belongs to them. So what's the big deal about it? I don't know why they think that I don't want to do DNA. DNA is very easy for me to do. In fact, I want to do the DNA right now. The DNA is not a problem. Those are the words of Yabo Joe. According to her, she spoke to Cynthia. Now, that one went on, and people were like, okay. Then, before we could say Jack Robinson, this DNA thing became like something beyond human imagination. It's like, what exactly is this thing? What are they trying to manipulate us about? Then Yabo Joe started trying to use the Naira Marley thing as a kind of weapon. She was trying to weaponize this Naira Marley thing, like it was more like a vendetta for her, like, and I'm kind of not getting it right. I said, wait, Naira Marley, this is common sense. How does this connect to Naira Marley? Okay, they talked about bullying. I said, okay, all right, bullying. He was afraid. Mohbad didn't feel good. He knew that there are certain people that he had offended, and there are certain things he might have involved himself in. And being that he's in the United Kingdom, he doesn't want someone to unalive him, hurt him, or do something to him. He didn't have that protection. It was not like the headliner of the show. And I don't know how much he was going to be paid. Is he 1,000 or less, 500 euro, pounds, 1,000 pounds? What exactly is he going to be giving, to go for the show? Is it 2 million naira? Is it 3 million naira? Is it 4 for him to go to the UK? Don't forget that expenses, hotel, accommodation, flight, and all of that will be calculated in all the promoter of the show. All of that. So I was kind of like trying to understand what this is all about. Like, what exactly is going on here? Then Yabo just came out, said he spoke to me, and when he spoke, he told me about certain things. Yabo Joe was channeling our thoughts towards Naira Marley, and we are like, okay, let us go to the beginning of it. Where was Naira Marley? Did Naira Marley send anybody to the show? Okay, it is Prime Boy. Does Prime Boy have anything to do with the Malian record? Was it signed to the Malian record? Is he a gang member? Is it this? We were trying to, and the thing became difficult for Yabo Joe. Out of anger, Yabo Joe said, hey, after this case of Mohbad, we are going to deal with this Naira Marley. You this rubbish Naira Marley. I sent my children, my nephew, my niece, or whatever to you. You started listing their food and drink with hard substance. I will deal with you. And I'm like, I don't really get it. What is this woman thinking? Like, you sent your nephew and niece to Naira Marley to help them get on board music, and you expect, what do you expect? Now, I know it's a crime for you to lace someone's, regardless of whatever you guys are into. Like, you don't want to be stupid to lace people's drink and food because they have refused to do what you want them to do. They just want music. That's all they're interested in. They don't want to lace anything with anything, drink anything, They don't want any of that. They just do not want any of this. They don't want it. Really. They don't want that kind of nonsense. They're not interested in that kind of rubbish. They don't want to see that kind of trash. No. They don't want it. Not at all. They don't really want it. So, well, at the end of the day, people connected the dots together. Very dark man came into the picture. Yabo Joe got upset and more started coming out of her mouth. She became defensive. She started attacking. And at the beginning, she had mentioned Obelegushi. He said, Obelegushi, don't say that you don't know what's going on. Obelegushi, don't say you are not aware of anything. Now, that brings us back to the petition of Mohbad, where he had accused Sam Larry and all of that. The palace quickly issued a disclaimer, like, he's not a family member, he's not a royalty, and we didn't send him to do nothing. Whatever it is that he did in his own accord, and he should pay for his sins. Investigation should be made thoroughly. People held on to it like, Obelegushi. Could it be that Liam is Obelegushi's son? At first, it was Sam Larry. So this thing kept on and on and on and on and on about this bullying, about Yabo Joe calling out and the Oba and all of that. It became so tough. Oba probably was advised not to address what was happening the way it was going, that Oba should come and address and say, I don't have anything to do with this girl. Now, Oba might have looked at it like, how can I come out to address this thing? And more so, who knows what is happening behind the scene? Now, if we look at Mohbad's father and Mohbad, it got to a time in their life, both of them, that they were not really vibing themselves that much. Mohbad also, probably because dad is always calling for money, calling for something, I don't know, it gave him that feel of, I think I don't want to connect with my dad every time, because anytime we talk, it's about, hey, give me something. Who knows what it could be? It could also be that daddy was advising him and he doesn't want to receive any sense. He doesn't want to receive any information, doesn't want to receive any advice, suggestion, anything. He wants to just live his life the way he wants. It could be. I don't know. Because, I mean, even when Cynthia said, I was on my own, no. It's not like we wanted to have children, no. I just wanted to enjoy life with my husband, though, with the lover of my youth. We just wanted to enjoy life. Not until one person stood up and started saying, you know what, as it is right now, you guys must have children. He's talking about Mohbad's father. So these are some of the things, had them one and one together. It will begin to make a kind of sense, sort of, like you begin to kind of like look at it and you start wondering, what exactly is this thing that went wrong between father and son? Now, Mohbad's father took us back to how he had tried to separate Cynthia and Mohbad. To no avail. Mohbad kept bringing Cynthia into his life. It also takes me back to an audio recording where this girl came out and said, look, my name is Dominica. This is what I saw. She gave us the exact or explicit image of Cynthia, the kind of person she is, cunning and manipulative and a terrible person. Also gave us a lowdown on the weakness of Mohbad as a human being. That Mohbad likes to complain, but will not take action. He likes to complain. Oh, this Cynthia. I know she has tried, but I just want to take her abroad, let her have a child there while I'm in Nigeria. So, what is it that Mohbad has tried with Cynthia, or Cynthia tried for Mohbad? Was there a time that Cynthia sacrificed certain things? Now, what is this thing? So, when the fight thing happened, according to the driver, the story we heard, the driver that took them from the show, that Cynthia was saying, because you don't blow now, in those days, I will go to my mom and borrow money or collect money so that we can spend and stay. Now you don't do okay. So is that the part where Cynthia was in charge of Mohbad's account and then sending money to his mom? Like, after all, we have also invested in his life. There was a time I had to go and get money. It could be that she didn't go to get money from mommy. She was transporting her pekus to earn money. And there comes the part of Yabo Joe, Queen Mother. Yeah, Yabo Joe, the Queen Mother. What is she Queen Mother over? People have asked, what is she queening over? Well, is there more to say? Of course, there is a lot to say. All of this join, and it's now, it has now become a puzzle and a bigger puzzle. It is so sad. It is so sad. The thing is, at the end of the day, it is Mohbad that is not alive. Mohbad is not alive. Mohbad is not alive. Now, with all of this and many more, people kind of got to that point where they didn't trust the system anymore. The police, whatever. They didn't trust the system. Not at all. They felt that the system failed them. And the only thing they could rely upon is the public, like public togetherness. And that's why we are where we are today, still on justice for Mohbad. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards what you've heard. It's a strong one. It's a very strong one. And for justice to be served, for justice to be gotten, one must intensify efforts. One must be intentional about everything, about all that you are adding, bringing into justice for Mohbad. You must be intentional about it, because it's not about Mohbad at the end of the day. It's not about Mohbad. No, it's not about Mohbad. It's about every one of us together on that boat of survival, on that boat of freedom from ourselves. Yes, freedom for ourselves and from ourselves. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. I don't know what you think about it all. You've heard it. Back to back. That's what it's going to be on Justice for Mohbad. Please do drop your comments. Drop your comments about it all. See you in the next update.